United Way fights for the health, education, and financial stability of every person in every community. Will you?
Will you answer the call? Volunteer fire departments around the country need your help. You can provide a valuable service to the community and make dozens of new friends as well. Brought to you by the Volunteer Firefighter Alliance.
Hi. Where's Pastor Stefan? I thought. Oh, there he is. I'm sorry to say hi to you.
Wait. Oh,
No, you can go wait. We're fine. We can start in just a second.
all right.
Okay, today is Tuesday, August 13th, 2024. I call the village board meeting order. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Trustee Bush?
Here.
Trustee Frankie?
Here.
Trustee Miller?
Here.
Trustee Jerish?
Here.
Trustee Prochnow?
Here.
Trustee Schmidt?
Here. All board members are present tonight. We do now the Pledge of Allegiance and the invocation. Everyone please rise. Pastor, we'll let you go first.
Oh, okay, good.
God before country.
Gracious God, as we come before you today in this important meeting, we ask you for guidance and wisdom. You are the source of all knowledge and understanding. Therefore, we seek your direction in our decision-making process. In Scripture, we read, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to God, and God will make your path straight." Help us to listen attentively to one another with open hearts and minds. May we not be quick to judge or criticize, but instead seek to understand different perspectives. We pray that you will give us the discernment to make the best decisions for the greater good of this community. We trust that you will guide us on this path. Lead us to reach a consensus that reflects your will. May our words and actions be guided by your love and grace. We pray especially today for the new Deputy Police Chief Scott Eisenmenger, and we pray for the 3 new officers who are sworn in, Michael Clausen, Carl Manev, and Nicholas Langendorf. Keep them safe in their public service and make them to a blessing to all of us. Be with all the students and teachers who are going back to school and give them a good start of this new school year. Bless this meeting and the good work we do for the people here in Elk Grove. All this we pray in the name of God who created us and this beautiful world. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you. The flag's to my right. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Please be seated, folks. Pastor, again, thank you as always. Someone going good?
Very good.
I'm glad to hear that.
For you too?
Yes, can't complain.
Good.
With all the
You've got
grandkids,
new
I'm wondering.
officers, it's fantastic.
We got great new officers
Wow.
last week, firefighter promotions, new fire.
Excellent.
We're doing good, but as always,
Good.
we know your church is doing so much good. You got pads, you got the food pantry.
Yes.
You cannot do enough. So today,
Thank you.
That
You're
much
very
more.
kind, very kind. Thank you. You have a great meeting,
Thank you. I
okay?
appreciate it.
It's
Thanks
gonna be-
again.
It's going to be good.
thank you, Pastor. For the new folks that are here, what I gave pastors, we give out chocolate logos, our actual logos, and the dark chocolate, because Mr. Knickerbocker and I makes our heart doctors happy, that we eat dark chocolate. So that's what I gave out to when we were giving out to the people who were swearing to tonight. Next, we move on to the approval of minutes of July 16th, 2024.
I move that we approve the minutes of July 16th, 2024 as presented and dispense with the reading.
Second.
We have a motion by trustee Prochnow, a second by, I'm sorry, but I heard trustee Frankie first, so.
That's fine.
By trustee Frankie, all in
No
favor?
worries here.
Signify, say aye, good.
Aye.
Got unanimous approval. We move on now to the mayor and board of trustees report. I warned the board members beforehand, we got a little lengthy report for the mayor tonight, but I guarantee the last item I talk about tonight, everyone will be happy. There will not be one unhappy person, guaranteed. So we'll get started. By the way, trustee Bush, rather dapper tonight. I got a, look at him, huh, George?
Well, I don't know if I should comment.
He could teach us old guys a little trick, I mean.
Officer Carlson did have to fix my suit coat. It was kind of tucked in, so I appreciate that. Thank you
See?
very much.
Proud to serve.
Yeah, serving
proud to
everywhere.
serve.
Yeah,
Yep.
right.
You never know.
Did he lick on a napkin, clean the
No. It was
face,
just he said I just I got to fix it. It was tucked in. So thank you.
Okay, move on now with the mayor's report. Again, I apologize in advance, but we got a lot of good things. One thing we've gotten over the past several months, we're getting more thank you letters, emails, calls that I've ever seen, 32 years there as mayor and as trustee. So some I just want to keep on each meeting I'm going to read a few of them because they're very well reflective of this village, especially things going on nowadays. And that's the key on this tonight when I'm talking. This village has never, ever done as well as it's doing right now. In its history, has never done this well. We're doing phenomenal. We got the best people working for us. We're swearing in more tonight, officers. We had firefighters last meeting. All around, public works, engineering, finance, administration. We're doing well. We take good care of our people too. And we're very fortunate. That business park, and we'll talk more about that a little bit in a few minutes, is humming like it's never hummed before. And we're very proud about that. So with that said, we got a letter from Kevin and Susan Morkin. The 4th of July event was handled really well. My husband and I had a great time. This followed by the drone show, which was for Rotary Fest, which we enjoyed. Thanks for all the time that was spent organizing these events. Fahim Bahiti writes, just want to commend the team that organized Elk Grove Village Play Party Picnic event, which the whole family thoroughly enjoyed themselves. Seemed like it gets better every year. Prime case study for other municipalities on how the village, park district, and library can work together to make an impact on greater than the sum of its parts. Like we always talk about, if the federal government or the state government could work like local governments work. We work great with the school district, the park district, the library. We partner, we share, we cooperate with each other. And it does make better, and it's nice to see people actually seeing that firsthand. Last one tonight I want to give you is from Lisa Halabistova. Lisa writes, I want to compliment the village on the most amazing drone show yesterday. I've always wanted to see in real life, and it was everything I had wished for. I ask you please make the drone show an annual event. The only thing I would recommend is wait a little longer for the sky to get a little darker. It was a little difficult to see at sunset in the background. The concert by Neon Trees also wonderful. They did an amazing job. And if we do the drone show again next year, yes, it will be a little later. We'll talk about that in a second. So it's nice getting those letters and people being very appreciative of what's going on in the village. As we mentioned, Rotary Fest, we did have Neon Trees on Thursday night. We did a drone show. The concert got done a little quicker than we thought. We started a little bit earlier than we probably should. So next year we're going to start a concert on the Rotary Fest like we do the 4th of July at 8 p.m. We do the 4th of July at 8 p.m. because we do fireworks. So when the concert's done at 9:30, it's pretty dark, we do it. We learned with the drone show that a little darker is much better. So we're going to do the concert next year for Rotary Fest at 8 p.m. And if we do the drone show again, which we're discussing and kind of leaning toward, it'll be much darker and should work out fine. So that's going to happen. But Rotary Fest was a big success again, and we thank the Rotary Club for all they do for Elk Grove and everything they put back in the community. Also want to mention July 23rd, we had the Four Tops concert out here. Did a great job. I got to commend the last of the Four Tops, who did still play with the band, passed away the day before our concert. I give his son credit. His son, at the last minute, took a flight from Detroit to Elk Grove just to thank the community for having the Four Tops concert. His father would have wanted to go on, and I thought that was really a class thing for him to do that. Didn't have to do it, but he did do it. But again, Elk Grove is nothing but class, so it worked out well. Also, on July 25th, Mr. Matthew Roan here and I had lunch meeting with our Senator Laura Murphy, discussing a lot of issues going on, and we talked to her at some length about a new parkland we're looking to do at the MWRD property on Higgins. If you remember in our Vision open house, we envisioned that someday becoming a park with a dog park, walking trails, maybe a Frisbee golf. And we talked to Senator Murphy at length about getting some state grants, which she said is available. She said you may want to do over a few years. So we're looking at that, and we're hoping to make that a reality in the near future. So I know people have talked about potential dog parks forever. We're hopeful we may find a spot for that. The next day, on July 26th, Maggie Jablonski joined me at the Cook County Manufacturing Reinvented event at the Township Building at 600 Landmeyer. It was a great turnout from some of our manufacturing companies in the area. We had a chance to talk to a lot of people from the county, from the state, and it was a great reflection of Elk Grove and how well our manufacturing is doing. It's doing very well. Then on July 30th, we had our last concert, Brett Michaels. He did a great job, great concert, and it was exciting. It was a good crowd, too. I mean, no rain. We had a real good finish, so it went very well. Also on July 30th, our police department was going through its final reviews for CLIA certification. We started that, Schmitty, in what, 93?
1993
So
was our
30
first accreditation. This is our 10th now.
10th accreditation. It went very well. I'm waiting to see the final answer, but I think he was pretty impressed with the village. So that's a reflection on all the officers on doing a great job, and very impressed with how things go in the police department. Then on August 3rd, we had our coffee of the board. They had it at the old bank building on Turner there. Good turnout again. Appreciate people being there, and got a chance to talk to a lot of people, go through issues going on here in the village. Next thing I want to talk about is there's been a few burglaries at some places here in Elk Grove over the past few weeks, some retail places. And just to let people know, there have been arrests made. And actually, the people confessed to the crime. So I want to commend our police officers for doing another great job, investigating, getting that resolved. And these people aren't just doing things Elk Grove. They're doing it in a lot of areas. But our guys caught them. They did it, and we want to thank them for that. So, I know a lot of people look at Facebook and go this. Have faith in our guys. They come, and women, they come through for us. They really do. And they proved it again with this. Also, the tree lighting, already talking about that. It's only 3 months away. That comes up the day after Thanksgiving. We're going to have some extra items this year in the tree lighting. One, we're going to have some of the trustees going to read to the young people beforehand here. We're going to have a little Christmas room set up. So we're going to have a reading to the young people before their concert and the tree lighting. We're going to have a train rides, small train rides like we had at the open house for the Public Works. We're going to have that set up this year. We're going to have the Grinch back. We're going to have some different kind of fire, keep people warm, enjoyable. And so we're looking for add on a little extra stuff coming up for tree lighting. So I want to let you know we're moving forward on that. Again, we keep building upon what we do to make it bigger and better for everyone. Little heads up for people. I know Conan High School opened yesterday. Cook County just notified us about a week or two ago? A week and a half ago that they're going to do major reconstruction of Plum Grove Road from the Schaumburg area past Conan all the way to Nergy and Elk Grove. As anyone that goes to Conan knows, there's really one main street to get in there. That's off Plum Grove Road. So it's going to go on all fall, winter, next spring. So heads up, allow a little extra time. The only other way to get to Conan is through the neighborhoods behind it, which is not very easy, not conducive, especially during morning rush hour. So we'll warn you, allow a little extra time. Obviously, we wish it would have started early in the year. It didn't. Well, in the summer, we'd hope. But we're glad they're doing the work. Just want to give everyone a heads up. Be careful coming up in a few months on that. Also, a lot of people, we mentioned this at a board meeting before, but we'll mention again. We set up a beehive over in our Public Works garage on the west side of the village, over there by Meacham and Biesterfield. And that beehive has done so well. We got between 4 and 5 gallons of honey from that beehive here in Elk Grove. We're excited about it. Most of that honey is going to be going to the local food pantry to give out to people there. And we commend, I know Maggie's been instrumental in working on that and getting that put together with her sustainability committee. And we want to congratulate you on that. So we're excited about it. We're still trying to come up with the name of our bee. We're still working on it. We won't say more than that. But it's exciting to see it do it so well and turn out like that for the community. Next, the Elk Grove Cemetery, we want to thank the Illinois Tollway. A problem with the Elk Grove Cemetery, as you know, for a while we've been trying to put together to annex it into the village. It's unincorporated right there now. The cemetery is on Arlington Heights Road right by the Tollway. It is one of the most historical cemeteries in the state. It's the only cemetery in all of Cook County, that includes all the city of Chicago, that has not only one, but 2 Revolutionary War veterans buried in the cemetery. No other cemetery in all Cook County has that. That's pretty historical. And it goes way back to the beginning of the township back in the early 1800s. And so there's been a water issue since they did this widening of the tollway right there. There's been some water runoff issues going down into the cemetery. And I want to thank the tollway They are going to be fixing that this fall, and that should help stabilize the ground on that side of the cemetery. Once we get that in the village, we're going to be working, it's a private cemetery, nothing's going to change on that, but we're going to be working with some volunteers, some donators to update that a little bit more. It's really a special place here by Elk Grove we want to see taken care of. Also, want to go through, as you know, we've talked about before, the village has acquired property, and we change it over. As you know, we private property on Higgins that we just sold, other ones like that. And a lot of people say, when's going to change, what's going to happen? Well, some of the recent property we acquired, 60 and 70 Turner, Lee Gar's old two buildings on Turner Avenue, across the street from Munchie's and from the Mixed Hair Salon. Those will be torn down very shortly. We put out contracts, and let's see, the demolitions begin once they get done with remediation. A lot of these buildings are older, they have asbestos, other issues. They're going to be remediated, and then the tear down should start. That should be done this fall. Yeah, this fall that'll be done. Then 25 Turner, that's where Munchie's Mixed Hair Salon. We're now working with HR Green, put together a package for demolishing that. Their tenants there will be out by October 1st. Then we do remediation of that building for any environmental issues, and that'll be torn down. Might not be till after the first year, but could be by the end of the year. After the first year, that'll be torn down. And then our last one is the one where we bought Heavenly Bodies, the Burger King, and the Marathon gas station over at Higgins and Elmhurst. So that will be going forward as far as putting in the documents. And when do we think that might be? Maybe late winter, early winter? Hopefully early winter, maybe by the end of the year, that'll be torn down. That's a prime corner for this village. With the full interchange Elmhurst Road, you lead into that, that's one of the first things you see, and that gives us now control of making sure what comes in there is a good thing for the village, but also really a welcome mat to the hundreds of thousands of people that drive by there all the time. So we want to make sure that's done, so that work is moving on and hopefully be done by the end of the year there. Now, okay, now some real good news. Our first thing, if everyone watches the screen there, as we know, Caroline, one of our next big developments is going to be happening at Higgins and Arlington Heights Road, or the old bowling alley site. Jerish Bakery's still there, Tensuki's still there, but the old bowling alley site, as you know, it's going to be sold to Wingspan Development out of Mount Prospect, and they will be building it in two phases. One phase, they've already taken down all those buildings along Higgins Road, Rose Garden, the Shell gas station, and the bank, and they're going to start building there the retail component of the development. Once the retail's done, they'll build what you see up there, the housing component of the development. And that's important because by doing it in phases, all those businesses can still operate while the new home's being built. So theoretically, they could close on Friday at the old location, move over the weekend, over the new location on Monday.
Yeah.
Whether it happened that quick or not, we're not sure. But all the tenants are on board. The last bits are being finished up with leases and stuff. And the only thing we're waiting for, and I know people said, well, Mayor, the fence has been up there. When are they going to start working? And I don't blame you. I asked that too. I drive by there every day to go to work. There's two things they had to accomplish. One is IDOT had to sign off on roadway entrance and exits. They're not changing any of the entranceways that existed since the 1950s, but IDOT still got to give the final approval. That is not holding them up any longer. They're going to be able to start on that. The last component is MWRD, Metropolitan Water Reclamation District. They control flooding in the village. And that last permit is about basically done. So they're going to be closing on that component next week or a week after, hopefully, and they'll start construction end of August, maybe mid-September. So it's going to be starting, and as you remember, that's the part with the bridge going to be built going across the woods. Caroline? That's the view of some of the shopping area coming off Arlington Heights Road by Higgins. That coming in. And that's the bridge. Remember, we're going to be building a bridge across from the shopping area over into Bussey Woods. That's something the village is going to be building. The Forest Preserve has approved what we're doing. That's why if you've seen out there flags, some stakes, that's laying things out. So that will be the component coming in too. So it's a big development, about $150 million development being done. Again, Wingspan, we bought that property for $17,500,000. Wingspan will be paying us $17,500,000. So they're paying us back for the land, and then they'll be developing it when it's done. But part of it was we need a name. We're getting tired of saying the old bowling alley site, getting tired of saying Higgins Argentites Road. So we did a contest. Remember, we put out to people, give us your ideas of names. Now, no one person's name was exactly picked, but 13 people had the main word in the name in their recommendation. So we're going to be awarding all 13 people a $75 gift card for being winners of the naming there. Matter of fact, that was mailed out yesterday, so they may have even gotten the mail today, but they'll be getting it, if not today, very shortly. And the name, Caroline, drum roll, would be The View, Elk Grove Village. Now, everyone goes, The View, I mean, you know what it sounds like, what it really means, The View. But it's a French derogative, right? Derivative. Derogative's not good. That's not good. A derivative. Now you know why? I'm an ACT, I got, I think, 21 on English. Not too good. I did good on the other stuff, not too good on English.
Cheated on that
So,
too.
but anyways, it's going to be called The View, Elk Grove Village. And again, a lot of people had, not the view you see on TV show, The View, and 13 people actually had that in their names. And let me, before we show you more here, the 13 winners, I'll actually give you the name they came up with, was Matt Matuziak, came up with Forest View of Elk Grove. Ashley Treader came up with Elk View Plaza. Anita Merzrimsky came up with Elk View Plaza, two of the same, Mr. Knickerbocker. Jason Dana came up with Bellevue at the Grove. Micheline Chan came up with Entry Point View, Village View. Lucy Benowakowska came up with Elk View Plaza, another Elk View Plaza. Pat Pusateri came up with Elk View Commons. Cindy Cashel came up with Elk View Commons. Emily Miller came up with Ridge View.
Going over on that.
Henry Tan came up with Forest View Plaza. Wesawala Wojak came up with Elk View. Martha Getz came up with Pleasant View. And Renette and Brian Schultz came up with Elk View Commons. We actually had 3 Elk View Commons and 3 Elk View Plaza. So all those people, all 13, will be getting a $75 gift card. We thank them. We thank everyone that sent in the name idea. But the new place we called The View, and Caroline, a little look at the view of the signages along Argentine's Road, where to turn in, where the business that are located there. You can see what it looks like, Caroline. Then again, and on the right is a way to look at nighttime under the lights. As you see, this whole development, nothing as usual in Elk Grove, but first class. We do everything, we're very proud. And the reason that's important is that's one of our main entryways into Elk Grove. That's why it took time, we focused, we studied, we worked hard, this whole community worked hard to make sure it's going to be a first-class development. And as you looked at the picture of the development and even the signages, it's nothing but welcome to Elk Grove, first-class community. They go down and they see the new tech park, or they go into the residential community. It's really a great welcome sign for anyone coming down Higgins or Argentine's Road. So that went very well, and we're excited that that's complete now. Next, as people know, we do a lot of advertising for Elk Grove. We just finished the car race. Brad Kozlowski and the Makers won a car, just raced in the Chicago race. And it's a way to get our name out in front. People hear about Elk Grove, then they come, they see the beautiful things we have in Elk Grove and the first class, and it really helps build the community, especially our business park. As we told you, our first real venture in advertising when we did the Makers Won at Bahamas Bowl football game. What did we get out of that? normally you can't pinpoint. Well, Mayor, I saw your commercial last night, and that's why I came to. That's almost impossible. If I asked all of you, what's your favorite pop, you say Coca-Cola. Well, what made you buy it? I don't know, I just heard of it. Well, why? Well, maybe a commercial. Which commercial? You don't know. But to give you an example of what happened with us, and the Makers won at Bahamas Bowl, the Love's Fueling Station that's on Bussy Road, Chad Bruner was sitting in Oklahoma City, big college football fan, watched the game, clicked on Elk Grove Village, looked us up, said, hey, Love's Fueling wants to get off just highways, get into industrial areas. Him and his boss came here. 4 months later, they met with us, and now today we have Love's Fueling Station, generating hundreds of thousands of dollars a year to this village. And that truly came from marketing. Doesn't happen often, and he's the one who told us that. He told us the story. And that shows what happened. So we do a lot of marketing and advertising. As anyone knows in Elk Grove, we sent out a recent newsletter how well this village is doing. If you remember, we just announced last meeting, Elk Grove was named for the second time in 3 years the #1 municipality in the state of Illinois. Voted the #1 municipality in the state of Illinois. Our business park, the biggest in North America, was voted the #1 business park in 2022, 2023. As we talked about before, we're the only town in Illinois and one of 3 in the whole country that every department is nationally accredited. Only 3 in the whole United States has that distinction. We're one of them. We're very proud. Elk Grove is #1. That's why Elk Grove's doing so well. So to feed off of that, we got our newest commercials coming up. And I know people are going to be jealous. You know, we try to get a spokesman, but Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise did not make the final cut. So I want to tell you that up front. With all that said, Caroline? I'm Mayor Craig Johnson, and I'm proud of everything we've accomplished. You know what we do best? We win. Our businesses win. And when our businesses win, our residents win. Elk Grove Village will never get tired of winning. That's one. Caroline, number 2. I'm Mayor Craig Johnson, and I'm proud of everything we've accomplished in Elk Grove Village. You know what we do best? We win. Businesses win. And when our businesses win, our residents win. Elk Grove Village will never get tired of winning. Now those commercials will run starting Labor Day weekend, and we run them up to Election Day. We have found, whether you like the guy, hate the guy, we don't care. When Trump runs for office, the ratings on news channels fly through the ceiling. And that's what we're trying to do. Get that message out to as many people as we can. So it'll be run on the news channels, MSNBC, CNN, Fox News, all of them is going to be running between Labor Day and Election Day. And we're excited to get the word out there. People watch that. They say, hey, you know, the town's #1. And don't worry about Tom Cruise. What I did was, I was supposed to come down in France at the Paris closing with some kind of thing. I was supposed to sky down. I let Tom do it instead. So that's the kind of guy I am. So he'll be okay. He didn't get the spot, but he tried.
They didn't want you on a rope, though. They just wanted to push you off the top.
Yeah, they'll push me out. So, but that's it. So that we're excited about the commercials coming up, and we'll be seeing a lot of that. And we're excited to be able to promote the village. Now, this is my last item, and this is the one I guarantee every resident in the village is going to like. As I said before, our business park is doing like never before. Manufacturing is just going gangbusters. Stern Pinball located all their operations, their headquarters here in Elk Grove. Creative Works double their size here in Elk Grove. We just proven on Lund. What's the name of that company, Maggie? On Lund. Pardon? New Way. New Way's locating both their operations in Des Plaines to Elk Grove Village. Big manufacturing company, 270 employees coming here. Manufacturing big for us. The other thing that's big, and I know you sometimes read on Facebook and stuff, people whining, complaining, oh, another data center, another data center. Remember this, Elk Grove is almost 65 million square feet of business park. Think about that number. Almost 65 million. That's huge. We're the biggest in North America. Right now, data centers make up about 4 to 5% of our business park. That's it. But you know how much money they bring to this village? Christine figures budget every year, and our budget year starts May 1st, runs to next April 30th. So we're 3 months into our budget year. And she estimates what some revenues coming in are. We make a lot of money on permit fees. If you build a house, an addition on your house, or you're a business doing work, you pay permit fees. She estimated for this coming fiscal year, we do $5 million in permit fees. We've done $5 million in the first 3 months. You know where the vast majority of that money came from? Data centers. And we got a lot more big ones coming. So we're not a village of data centers. We're actually the second largest manufacturing community in the state of Illinois after Chicago. We're second. Think how big Chicago is. We're second to them. So we're a mixture of a lot of businesses, and they're all doing well. And data centers have been very good to us. We have no complaints, but so have manufacturers and many other businesses. But as we've said before, and we've talked about before, when we do well, we want everyone to do well. So that's why tonight we're proud to announce, Caroline, that in your mail probably tomorrow, every homeowner, every residence, whether you're an apartment, house, townhome, condo, will be getting a $200 gift card from the village. This is the second time we've done gift cards. You remember we did it 2 years ago during the inflationary period to help people. And before that, during COVID, we did not one but two $200 water bill credits. So in the past 4 years, we've done, every resident got $800 back to them, totaling almost $12 million of direct money relief back to every household here in Elk Grove Village. No town does something like that. And we're proud to do that. Because let's be honest, that's your money coming back to you. And the businesses are helping us fund to be able to give that money back to you. And we're very proud to be able to do that as a community and as a board. So it should be hitting your mailbox as early as tomorrow, maybe Wednesday, just like last time. You get a letter from us telling it's coming, and a letter with the business card. And again, it's a debit card. It's all registered each household, and you'll get it. And we encourage you, it says on there, Shop Elk Grove. If you can, use it at a local store. Whether it's school supplies for the kids going back to school, that's one of the reasons we're doing this timing. You go to a place like Walmart or a dollar store or whatever, buy things kids, go to the grocery store, you got Jewel, you got all these, you got a place to go like that, or go out to eat here in Elk Grove, go to the movie theater, buy gas, anything like that. If you can do it in Elk Grove, it's a double win, because that means you win and the local business wins. But you can use that at other places, in Elk Grove, out of Elk Grove. You don't have to use just Elk Grove. But we feel very strongly that we want to be able to, again, give back to the community. And again, that's because it's doing well. You know, people say, well, you keep saying that, Mayor, what am I seeing? Well, first off, you see the finest employees to serve you anywhere, bar none. I'll stand up to our police, fire, all of our employees, public works, engineering, finance, staff, anywhere in the country, world, I'll stand up with our employees. So we get you the best, we take good care of them, and we also take care of you. And that's how we're doing it. So we're extremely happy and proud to do this tonight. We hope it makes a little bit of difference for you. We hope it makes life a little bit simpler. And again, not everyone is doing well sometimes. This can make a difference. And I know we heard from a lot of people last time. You don't realize. I know someone say, well, it's $200. You don't realize what $200 can mean to some people at the right time. So our hope is there. So we're excited about it. I told you I had good news. I know the chief back there is going, well, maybe I should move to Elk Grove Village now. And they don't, my town doesn't give out $200 gift cards to everyone. So, we're excited about it. Again, just give you numbers, it's over 14,000 gift cards going out. Think about that number, 14,000. Last time we did it, I think, Maggie, what, about 20? Less than 20? We only had issues with less than 20 out of 14,000. So it works, our system. So I know staff, Maggie, Caroline, Matt, you've done a lot of hard work on this. We appreciate it, and we're excited about that. So, that good, Mr. Knickerbocker?
It was a wonderful report.
You glad you live in Elk Grove, don't you?
I do.
You want to run home and check your mailbox? Okay. Mr. Frankie, hoping that wasn't too bad.
I like the last part the best.
Oh, the commercials?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, move on. We got some swearing-ins due tonight, promotion, upgrades, and then also new hires. We've got Chief Dorn. You want to join me down here? The new officers first.
Good.
Okay. Good, you all set them?
Yep.
Don't be derogatory.
Okay, thank you. It's an honor to be here as always. This is some of the more exciting times in police work to be able to swear in our new officers and also swear in a couple of promotions. We have 2 officers that are being sworn in for promotions and 2 new lateral officers. Lateral meaning coming from another town. I want to thank all of you for being here. Thank you for the support of the police department. Thank you to our officers' families for supporting them, and thank you in the back to our officers for being here, and thank you to the village board and mayor for your continued support of our police department. So the first officer to be sworn in tonight is Michael Clausen. You want to come up, Mike?
Should have found out, I know.
So Officer Clausen comes to us from the DuPage County Forest Preserve Police Department, where he worked in patrol. He was there for approximately 2 years as a police officer. Officer Clausen has a bachelor's degree from Western Illinois University
And there'll be the Leathernecks.
in law enforcement and justice administration. I can't really read his minor, but Officer Clausen was born and raised in Elk Grove Village, and we're thrilled to have him as one of our newest members of the police department. Please join me in welcoming Officer Clausen before he's sworn in.
You know, with everything going on in this world, and I say this a lot, I don't care if people say I say too much, because I can't say too much, we back the blue 1,000,000% here in Elk Grove. Our officers do an absolute phenomenal job. They got a thankless job. It's not easy being a police officer, but they do a great job, and we can't thank them enough. Because you know what's funny is, the people that bitch them the loudest, what's the first thing they do when they get in trouble? They call for help from a police officer. And that's why I find, I can't take it. But officers do a phenomenal job. We can't thank them enough. And it's always great to swear in new officers, and we appreciate it. So if you could, raise your right hand, repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Michael Clausen,
Have been appointed to the position of
have been appointed to the position of
police officer
police officer
in the village of Elk Grove Village
in the village of Elk Grove Village
and the counties of Cook and DuPage.
in the counties of Cook and DuPage.
Do solemnly swear.
Do solemnly swear.
I'll support the Constitution of the United States,
I support the Constitution of the United States,
Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and I'll faithfully discharge
and I'll faithfully discharge
the duties of the office of
the duties of the office of
police officer.
police officer.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations. Come on up here. So who do you got here tonight?
I have my parents, grandparents, girlfriend, and a couple friends.
Okay. Raise your hands. Come on. Holy cow.
Couple back rows back there.
I'll make sure he gets more than enough chocolates for you. You'll be covered. Now, you grew up here in Elk Grove.
I did.
I understand you did a sport at Elk Grove High School.
Couple of them, yes.
And what's the main sport you did?
Wrestling and football.
Forget the football, wrestling. Good name.
Football?
Now, what year did you graduate high school?
2018.
Okay, you were there right after I got done coaching. I used to be the
Yes.
head coach.
Yes.
Do you have any relative? I thought I coached a Clausen when I was at Elk Grove. Was it none of your family?
No.
Okay.
No.
So I wasn't sure.
They went to Driscoll.
No, then we were just beating them. So, no problem. But you notice, Chief, he is a wrestler.
Yes.
So I might as well serve him as chief now and not wait till later. So what made you pick law enforcement?
It's just something I always wanted to do. I like being out and about. I don't really enjoy sitting inside behind a desk all day. I like being out. seeing the world and something different every day.
Well, I can tell you this, I've been mayor for 28 years, no better department you're gonna work for than ours. It's CALIA certified, we do our best, we give you the best equipment, we train you the best, and we thank you for taking your choice. You could have worked a lot of departments, I know now, because everyone's looking, you chose Elk Grove, I appreciate that, especially since you grew up here.
Of course.
So thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Hang on, we'll give him, he doesn't have a hat. I always tell these guys, bring their hats.
Are we
Is
cutting
it?
back?
Look at the fireman.
Perfect.
Volunteer right away. There you go. There you go.
Thank
You're all
you.
set. Congratulations. Thank you.
Yeah, don't forget to bring it.
Okay, Chief.
Okay, our second officer to be sworn in tonight is Kirill Monev. If you want to come up, Kirill.
Get that college.
So Officer Monev comes to us from the Chicago Police Department, where he worked in their patrol division. He also had 2 years of service there as a police officer. Officer Monev has a bachelor's degree from DePaul University in political science. Officer Monev was also raised nearby, and he's a graduate of Rolling Meadows High School.
You don't run those high school?
Spartans.
No, Mustangs?
Mustangs.
Oh, yeah.
Spartans?
We're
I don't know
thrilled.
where that came from. I don't know.
We are thrilled to have Officer Monev as one of our newest members of our police department. Please join me in welcoming Officer Monev before he's officially sworn in.
Okay, before I say next, let's first get you sworn in. So raise your right hand, repeat after me. Now, you would have been under Mayor Lightfoot's jurisdiction when you were a police officer, right?
Actually, it's Mayor Brendan Johnson right now.
Oh, he was your mayor? Was he there when you got sworn in?
No.
So
It
Mayor
was
Lightfoot was the mayor?
Yeah, Mayor Lightfoot.
Did she swear you in personally?
Uh,
No, but the mayor of Elk Grove swears you in person. That's why you moved from Chicago to Elk Grove.
Yeah.
Good move. Raise your right hand. Repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Kirill Monev,
Have been appointed to the position of
have been appointed in a position of
police officer
police officer
in the village of Elk Grove Village
in the village of Elk Grove Village
in the counties of Cook and DuPage.
in the counties of Cook and DuPage.
Do solemnly swear.
Do solemnly swear
I support the Constitution of the United States,
I support the Constitution of the United States,
Constitution of the State of Illinois,
Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and I'll faithfully discharge
and will faithfully discharge
the duties of the office of
the duties of the office of
police officer.
police officer.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, my friend.
Thank you.
Come here, stay here. Now, I have sworn, obviously, you see, I know it by heart. I've sworn in a lot of people. This is the first person I've ever sworn in that we got a letter, the whole board, we got a letter from the Bulgarian consulate. Do you know that?
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I didn't know you
Yeah,
got a
they
letter
sent
from-
me a letter from them congratulating on you getting hired here in Elk Grove. I think you're Bulgarian?
Yes.
Yeah. And they're very honored to have one of theirs be a police officer here in Elk Grove, right? You all
Yes.
got the letter. So never got one like that. So you're an important person. So
Thank you.
congratulations.
Appreciate it.
Who do you have here in the audience?
It's my girlfriend right there.
Raise your, that, okay. Well, that's good. You still get a lot of chocolates, don't worry. What made you want to, besides Lori Lightfoot not swearing you in, what made you choose, I'm serious, what made you choose to come from Chicago to Elk Grove?
Well, I chose Elk Grove because I am aware there's a Bulgarian community here,
Yes, there
and
is.
I am Bulgarian American, speak Bulgarian language fluently, and I chose Elk Grove because the village is beautiful here, and it's also I'm gonna be of good use to the village, especially helping out if there's gonna be a need of translation for a Bulgarian person or something like that. And I chose to move out of Chicago because of a lot of things.
We
mainly
understand.
residency requirements.
Enough said. Enough said. And you went to Rolling Meadows, which is a neighboring town from us, so
Yeah.
you're used to the area and stuff. And we never have a problem with Bulgarians, so you won't have to do any translation, so you'll be fine.
Okay.
So let me give you some chocolates. Plenty of chocolates for you.
All right.
You won't need a hat on this, but still enough. Two hands.
Thank you, appreciate it.
You all set, my friend. Congratulations.
Oh, it's all right, it's all right.
You're good. Congratulations.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Take care.
Okay, our third officer to be sworn in to the rank of sergeant is Nick Langendorf. Can you come down, Nick? So Sergeant Langendorf has served Elk Grove as an officer for over 19 years. He was recently promoted to the rank of sergeant. He has his bachelor's degree from Northern Illinois University. Sergeant Langendorf has demonstrated leadership ability throughout his career and hard work for Elk Grove. Nick spent a large part of his career in our traffic division, where he received his certification as a crash reconstructionist through the state of Illinois. We are very excited to have Sergeant Langendorf as one of our new supervisors. Please join me in congratulating Sergeant Nick Langendorf on his promotion.
Raise your right hand. Repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Nicholas Langendorf,
Have been appointed to the position of
have been appointed to the position of
Police Sergeant
Police Sergeant
in the Village of Elk Grove Village
in the Village of Elk Grove Village
in the counties of Cook and DuPage.
in the counties of Cook and
Do
DuPage.
solemnly swear.
Do solemnly swear
I support the Constitution of the United States,
I will support the Constitution of the United States,
Constitution of the State of Illinois,
Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and I will faithfully discharge
and I will faithfully discharge
the duties of the office of
the duties of the office of
Police Sergeant.
Police Sergeant.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations. Go ahead. This is when I get old, when I swore him in 19 years ago, now swore him moving up and stuff like that. So who do you got here tonight with you?
I have my wife Leslie, my
Raise-
daughter Lorelei, my mother Kim, and my son Nathan.
Well, you're proud of your dad, aren't you? Done a great job. Well, that's good. Now, what made you not move or be Elk Grove, but what made you? A lot of officers don't want to move up in ranks. You know, a lot of officers are happy patrolmen all day or patrol, no problem. What made you want to move up in leadership? What's your thoughts?
I think I always wanted to move up. It was just at the right time in my life. As the chief spoke about, I was in the traffic office, and I enjoyed that position for an extended period of time. I was able to have some hours where I was able to see my kids through school, and it was just the right opportunity, the right time to make the move and try to help others along the way.
Well, it's great. We're glad you made the dedication, the extra work, because I know it takes testing and stuff to move up. We appreciate you doing that.
Thank
You know you're going to do a great job. You should be proud of your dad. Does a great job. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Hang on. Next. I don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, our final promotion to the deputy police chief will be Scott Eisenmenger. Scott? So Scott also comes from us most recently from the DuPage County Forest Preserve, where he was the Director of Public Safety and Services. Prior to that, Scott served as a police officer for Buffalo Grove, where he rose through the ranks his 27 years at Buffalo Grove, and with his last 5 being as a deputy chief. Scott has his bachelor's degree from Roosevelt University.
Ah, that's a good one. This can be worth a lunch if you get this right. If you get it wrong, I get lunch. Either way.
Teddy's.
Never known yours. Go ahead, Georgie.
I don't think I know that one.
Can I give you a clue?
You could?
What do you think? Nope. Should I? Yep. LeBron James.
The Lakers?
The Lakers.
Okay. Do I get lunch?
No.
Oh.
Scott received his master's degree from Northern Illinois University in Public Administration and is a graduate of Northwestern University School of Police Staff and Command and also the FBI National Academy. We are thrilled to have Scott's leadership, experience, and integrity here in Elk Grove. Please join me in congratulating Deputy Chief Scott Eisenmenger on his appointment to Deputy Chief.
Okay, so Scott, raise your right hand. Repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Scott Eisenmenger,
Have been appointed to the position of
have been appointed to the position of
Deputy Police Chief
Deputy Police Chief
in the Village of Elk Grove Village
in the Village of Elk Grove Village
in the counties of Cook and DuPage.
in the counties of Cook and DuPage.
Do solemnly swear.
Do solemnly swear
I support the Constitution of the United States,
I support the Constitution of the United States,
Constitution of the State of Illinois,
Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and I will faithfully discharge
and I will faithfully discharge
the duties of the office of
the duties of the office of
Deputy Police Chief.
Deputy Police Chief.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations. Mayor.
Thank you very much, Mayor.
Okay, for the new people here, reason we always go out, we got a 28-year history of Mr. Knickerbocker trying to name the team mascot name when we got people in the colleges and stuff like that. Matter of fact, I gave him a book like 2-3 Christmases ago with every mascot in the country. He's done pretty damn good. So, you're doing, George. A little better Grove elk than a buffalo, isn't it?
Yes.
Just testing.
Yes,
Just
yes,
testing. So, who do you got here tonight?
I got here my wife, Jen, my oldest son, Mitchell. My 2 other sons couldn't be here tonight, Alex and Peter. I have my mother and father-in-law, Pete and Nancy, and all my other family, my friends, former colleagues. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you to Matt Roan, Chief Dorn, the village board, and Mayor, you as well. Thank you.
Well, thank you. Appreciate it. Glad to hear. So you went Buffalo Grove, went down to Forest Serve. What made you want to go back into police, in a town?
Yeah, so 2 things, reputation of Chief Dorn and reputation of the village of being an exceptional village. Very supportive of its public safety.
Yeah, we do. That's one thing we're proud of. We do care a lot. And we're proud of the job you guys all do, too. So you're coming, like I said before earlier, you're coming the best department out there, bar none. So our guys work well. I mean, look how they show up tonight to back you and all that. So it should be good. So we thank you for letting him serve the community. And matter of fact,
The hat? Do we have hats in the budget?
That's why Rich told me to bring it.
yeah, he knew.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Give them all a hand. Folks, if you want to go ahead and get going out, we can take for a minute, be quick. Now, the rule in Elk Grove is this. Anyone that gets promoted, hired, anything like that, they have to take the family here to Dairy Queen. You go out on Arlington Road, turn right, Devon, turn left, it's right there. So make sure they take you to Dairy Queen tonight. Scott, remember that, Dairy Queen tonight. Okay, good. Thank you, folks, for being here tonight. You think they're waiting for autographs and pictures? I forgot to. I could have done that before they left.
Yeah.
My guess is Summer's one that Brad Pitt will reconsider.
They're forming a line out there.
You might want to go out the back door today.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Take him out again.
better get more security.
Yeah, might get your suit.
Okay, they're moving on. It's quite enough. Why don't we move on? Trustee Jerish.
My report this evening, just want to thank the Rotarians and all the volunteers for an excellent Rotary Fest this year. I was able to volunteer and do some things and see how they operate, and they're amazingly organized and well done. Also attended a couple of ribbon cuttings, L Design, and this last week at Frost, a new vegan co-packing company in Elk Grove Village. When we think about why companies want to come to Elk Grove, Frost, one of the financial backers who was there said that, they were looking at the Midwest because they wanted to land in the Midwest where food manufacturing is big. But what impressed them was the community of Elk Grove, the feeling of family, the feeling of neighborly, and how they approached community development, and just everybody within the village was easy to work with. So hats off to all our departments. Your work it brings people in. And I think that's the end of my report. Thank you.
Thank you. If I can, board, to indulge me, we have I think, a good option for maybe a honey name. Hometown Honey. Look who's smiling down there. Look who's smiling down there. Look who's smiling. Look at Maggie. What do you think?
Yes, sounds good.
Hometown Honey?
That's
Could
it.
I still like my idea, or Mr. Frankie's idea better.
I think this one's
But
really good.
we'll go with home. So we all on board, Hometown
No.
Honey?
Sure. Yes.
Nay.
Yes.
Nay. Nay.
Yeah, but you're gonna be the face on it. Hometown Honey, we have Jeff's face on it.
There's already one hometown, honey. We don't need another one.
Okay, very good. Trustee Schmidt.
Yes, to follow up with the police department, I attended a meeting with the on-site assessor on July 30th, who came in to do the on-site assessment for the reaccreditation for the police department. And our conversation centered around the relationship between the village board and the police department, and explained how much we support the police department. And he said very positive things about our community. Being here for several days, he saw the commitment by the officers, their enthusiasm, and he knew that, sensed that we supported the police department 100%. I said, it's not only the police department, all the village departments. And he had that good sense. He had a very good time here at Elk Grove. So that concludes my report.
Thank you, Trustee Schmidt. Trustee Prochnow.
Thank you. Just a reminder that we still have the farmers market going every Saturday from now until the end of October, from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. right out here in our village parking lot. Last week we have events every week for the families and for the children. Last week they had a butterfly release, which was wonderful. I had the opportunity to hold a live butterfly in my hand and release it into nature. And every week we have a new experience for the children and the families at the farmers market. And come on out and try some of our produce and some of our different baked goods and different products that are out there. The only way a farmers market can succeed is with people supporting it. So please come and enjoy our farmers market. And that concludes my report.
Thank you, Trustee Prochnow. Trustee Jeffrey Charles Frankie.
No report.
Your dad liked that, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't forget. Trustee Miller.
Thank you.
Is this thing on?
So I really enjoyed the coffee that we had with the mayor and the board and the residents. And one of the things that came out to me was about CERT and how important the CERT organization is. And if you want to get involved, this is a prime opportunity to get involved with the village. And with all the concerts that we had this year, I want to thank the CERT volunteers, and even now with the tree lighting coming up, the CERTs will be there as well. So
Oktoberfest.
And Oktoberfest. Hats off to the
Oktoberfest.
CERT volunteers. So if you want to get involved, that's a great way to do so. And that concludes my report.
Thank you, Trustee Miller. Trustee Bush.
Just want to thank everyone in the village, police, fire, public works, everyone that set up the concert series. They were great, wonderful, safe experiences for everyone. I brought my two sons out to run to set up chairs. They thought it was absolutely nuts, but had a lot of fun, and we got some front row seats, so I appreciate it.
Did you like the concert?
You know what? I think that last concert was probably the best experience of my life.
I think
yeah,
it probably was.
So yeah, it's. I'm probably just going to resign now after meeting Brett Michaels, and this will be my last meeting. So thank you. But thank
If we'd
you.
known that, we could have had Brett Michaels months ago. Why did we wait?
But thank you.
Coming
It's just a great experience, and people that I've talked to is heading back to school just said how great it was. People came from other towns to the Beach Boys and the John Stamos. So thank you for everyone that supports all of that. And that concludes my report.
And we're working on next year's lineup already as we speak.
I got some
Nothing's
ideas.
set. So talking to Jake more than even Murray this time, but we're working on it, and we'll see what happens soon. Okay, moving on, accounts payable warrant, July 30th, 2024.
Yes, I move that we approve the accounts payable warrant for July 30th, 2024 in the amount of $451,356.74.
Second.
We have a motion by Trustee Prochnow, second by Trustee Bush. Lori, can you call the roll, please?
Trustee Frankie?
Aye.
Trustee Jerish?
Aye.
Trustee Miller? Aye. Trustee Prochnow?
Aye.
Trustee Schmidt?
Aye.
Trustee Bush?
Aye.
Motion passes 6-0. Accounts payable warrant for July 30. Now, if you don't mind, can you explain?
We just needed another run. We needed a second check run.
Okay, fair enough. July 31st, it's also for Mr. Knickerbocker's paycheck, I'm sure.
Oh, of course.
July 31st, 2024.
I move we approve the accounts payable warrant for July 31st, 2024 in the amount of $5,840,085.82.
Second.
We have a motion by Trustee Prochnow. This time we'll give a second Trustee Miller, and the 82 cents is for Mr. Knickerbocker. And without objection, record the votes please demonstrated. 6-0. August 13th, 2024.
I move we approve the accounts payable warrant for August 13th, 2024 in the amount of $381,595.00.
Second.
We have a motion by Trustee Prochnow, a second by Trustee Bush. Without objection, record the votes please demonstrated. 6-0. Tonight we have consent agenda items. A is in Albuquerque through T is in tungsten steel.
Thank you.
Okay. Any questions, comments, or anything from anybody before we put into motion? No? Can I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion by trustee Frankie, second by trustee Jerish. Anybody in the audience on the consent agenda items? Seeing none, hearing none, and without objection, we'll record the vote as previously demonstrated, 6-0. Next, we move on to no items on the regular agenda. Plan Commission, Mr. Romo, Mr. Rome. You know, I saw Matt walking his dog. I saw Ray walking his dog this morning along his fence. So I saw him and it made me think of Ray. So, close enough. Go ahead.
See what happens with stardom?
Under ZBA, we have 2 items tonight. Item 1, on July 18th, the Zoning Board of Appeals met to hear ZBA docket 24-3 with the petitioner seeking a variation from the zoning ordinance as it pertains to permitted locations of a fence and the minimum size of a building in an industrial zone district for property located at 2500 Brickvale Drive. It was the consensus of the Zoning Board of Appeals by a 6-0 vote to grant the requested variation.
Is the petitioner here tonight? Okay, you're fine. Any questions or concerns from any board member?
No.
If not, I need a motion. If we have the attorney prepare necessary documents.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion by trustee Miller, second by trustee Bush. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Let the record show your approval. You're all set, sir. The board just approved it. We're going to formally approve it in September in 4 weeks. You do not need to return. It'll be a mere formality. If you want to go ahead and get started on the work, you can start now with our permission. Just work with Jared's department and getting permits and all that. You're good to go. I want to thank you on behalf of this village for working with the zoning board and the community. We appreciate you making an improvement too. So thank you. Next item, Mr. Rowan.
Also on July 18th, the zoning board met to hear ZBA docket 24-4 with the petitioner seeking a variation from the zoning ordinance as it pertains to permitted locations for structures in yards in residential zoning districts at property located at 265 Cottonwood Drive. Again, it was the consensus of the ZBA by a 6-0 vote to grant the requested variation.
Is the petitioner here? Okay, sir. Any questions, comments, concerns from the board? If not, I need a motion and have the attorney prepare necessary documents.
So moved.
Second.
A motion by trustee Schmidt, second by trustee Jerish. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Let the record show unanimous approval. Sir, just like you, like the other folks, you're good to go. You don't need to come back. If you want to start working right away, you got our permission. Work with Jared's department, get the permit, you'll be set to go. And using the new $200 gift cards, they'll pay part of the cost. So it's a win-win. So again, thank you both for working with the village and making improvements. We appreciate it. Thank you. If you guys want to go now, you're free to. You don't have to stay longer. Okay, nothing further, Mr. Rowan?
Nothing further.
Okay, Recycling Waste Committee, trustee Jeffrey Charles Frankie.
Actually, I want to defer this to our deterrent, or detrimental, or whatever you would call them. No, to the trustees to my left about the recycling of the, I figured you guys would have talked about it earlier, but the denim that the village is doing, so I'll let you guys discuss
It's
it.
partnering with the Elk Grove Leadership Through Student program, Rotary, and then the Waste and Recycling Committee on the 14th of September, which is a Saturday from 9 to noon, right at the front of Elk Grove High School on Elk Grove Boulevard. We will be collecting jeans to be recycled, which get recycled to various dog beds, siding, insulation, all sorts of different stuff. So jeans, jackets, shirts, skirts, colored, embellished, printed, bedazzled, you can bring it all and we will recycle it. You just come in through the Circle Drive, we'll have someone take it out of your car and then we'll box it up and send it away. So very, very easy to do. And that concludes the Recycling and Waste Committee.
That's all I have.
Thank you. Judiciary Planning Zoning Committee, trustee Prochnow.
No report.
Capital Improvements Committee, trustee Schmidt.
Just a couple of things. Our residential and business park resurfacing program has been completed, thanks to the Public Works and the cement company that you guys got this year. It was much better. Also, the Beeserfield Basin project by the WGN Tower has been completed. And on the Claremont Bridge now, there are lights that have been activated at night, so it looks very nice. We saw some pictures of it. So if you get a chance, drive by the Claremont Bridge and take a look at it or stop by over there. Also, the water main on Tiny Road on the residential side has been completed and is in service. And they're working on the business park side of the water main on the northbound lanes of Tiny. That's still being worked on. Our asphalt surfacing patching program has been completed. And this is a program where we patch areas that don't need a full resurfacing yet, but they're in place until the resurfacing can be redone. And our rear yardage program for the 8th location this year has been completed, and they might do some more depending on a review of the budget. And again, all of this is done, and plus you picked up all the branches from the storm. I know that they've still been out picking some. You did a good job, Kobe, your guys did. That concludes my report.
Thank you, Trustee Schmidt. Capitol Television Committee, Trustee Jerish.
Just wanted to give a shout out to our EGTV crew. They did a great job on remembering Nancy Vanderweel and Jim Glass with a couple of tributes. Also, I'll continue my challenge. You can get EGTV on the Cablecast app right on your phone, and it's fun to go back and see different editions of On Duty with our fire and police and other exciting programming. So don't miss out. Download and watch. That concludes my report.
Thank you. Youth Committee, Trustee Bush.
School is back in session, so a lot of opportunities for our students in the village to partner. Helen, we've got some dates for the Senior Olympics coming up in October. You excited about that? Yeah. All right, that'll be good. The Gene Drive, which we already talked about. Cereal Bowl, which is something where Elk Grove High School collects cereal versus Rolling Meadows. We have won the last 8 years, but then they hired Robbie Gold, former Bear, as their coach. So I imagine the pockets get a little deeper at Meadows, so we're going to need the whole village support to continue the win streak of that. So we'll talk. That's not till the end of October.
You got it, Joe.
All right.
Yeah, let us know.
We're going to hopefully make some things happen. And
We'll make sure Robbie goes wide left.
that's good. And speaking of EGTV, people are watching the Billions. I did get several text messages of people that are happy with the gift cards that they just saw on television.
Oh, really?
So, yeah. So
That fast?
That fast. It's happening. So.
You mean while the mayor's talking, you're looking at text?
No, wait till recycling report.
Yeah. So
But that means that they're watching Channel 6.
that's right, or on through YouTube. So that concludes my report.
Thank you. Appreciate it. We move on to Information Committee, Trustee Miller.
Well, let's stick with EGTV because on their Facebook page, you'll see our Information Committee, Trustee Jerish and Trustee Bush and myself. We did a segment on how to navigate through the website and other opportunities to connect with the village and information, how to find information. And on EGTV Facebook page, you can navigate you'll see how you navigate the website to find out how to apply for a permit, how to find out when there are special events, how to find out how to go to a meeting or where the meetings are held. If you don't have a Facebook account, like I don't, you can still just go to your search engine, which is like Google, and type in EGTV Facebook, and it will take you right to that Facebook page, and it will show you how you can navigate and find out information. So we're really excited to bring this to the residents. We're going to continue to do this. We're going to show you how to come to our coffees or other kinds of information that you'll see. So we're really excited about that. In addition, on the Elk Grove Village website, you'll see that the fire department is holding the next CPR class on September 7th. This is for if you have a job that requires you to get certified in CPR, this is the class for you. So please take a look at our website and you'll can sign up for CPR. And finally, the police department is hosting their Citizens Police Academy again. And this is a way to get involved and look inside at law enforcement. The Citizens Police Academy is an 8-week program that runs every Wednesday evening from 6:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. starting October 2nd and running through November 20th, 2024. It takes place here at the police department. The academy is free, open to those who are 18 years or older, and you live in Elk Grove Village. Anybody wishing to attend needs to complete an application, which is available at the police department front desk or online at elkgrove.org. Applications will be accepted until September 27th, so you have about a month to do so, or unless the class is full. If you have questions, you can contact any the police department or crime prevention officer Ted Malik, or email him at crimeprevention@elkgrove.org. That concludes my report.
Thank you. Move on now to Business Leaders Forum. Trustee Schmidt.
Yes, I attended the two ribbon cutting ceremonies that Trustee Giroux talked about earlier, and we have several ambassador visits set up for the next several weeks. And that concludes my report.
Thank you. Move on now to Health and Community Services. Trustee Prochnow.
Thank you, Mayor. We have a blood drive coming up Saturday, September 14th here at Village Hall from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. downstairs. You can make an appointment or you can call Vitalant at 877-258-4825 or visit them at their website, Vitalant, VITALANT.org. Walk-ins are also welcome, so mark your calendar. You know, every pint of blood that we get donated saves at least 3 lives, so think about helping out your community. And that concludes my report.
Thank you. Personnel Committee, Trustee Schmidt.
No report.
No report for Airport. Parade Committee, we had a meeting last week. We're going to meet again in less than 2 weeks. We're getting close. We do have the high school band coming. We tried Conant. Conant would not come, so we got Elk Grove High School band coming. And it's going to be a very good parade with a lot of good things. We're excited about it and should go well.
Balloons still?
Oh, yeah.
Plus the-
Well,
plus the opening balloon?
we got some smaller ones with, you got the Frankie Fest balloon at the front, then we got a big one and some auxiliary balloons with the next one. So we'll be good. You coming through, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay, counting on it.
Yeah, what's the date?
Saturday, September
20th.
20th,
No, 21st.
21st,
Friday, 21st, or 20th is the Oktoberfest start.
and so Saturday.
Well, it starts on the 20th, Friday, but the parade is the 21st.
And the Family Fest, Oktoberfest,
Yes.
after the parade.
Right.
So looking forward to that. Yeah, that's right. Next board meeting will be the week before.
Yeah.
It'll be a couple days before.
Yeah.
And what's the theme again?
Oktoberfest.
Celebrating, I think, America,
National
landmarks of America.
Why can I never remember that? Thank you.
I can't either, and I go to every meeting, so.
I got a great costume.
It'll be good, and we're excited about it.
Statue
And remember,
of
you can
Liberty.
start buying your discount cards. When does that start again? Right after Labor Day?
Yes, I believe right after Labor Day.
And remember, you get 20% off, so you buy $10 of cards, you get $10 of cards for $8,
Well, I think-
$100 for $80. It's a good deal.
I think it's earlier, because I just talked to her about getting it's going online.
Oh, yeah, pre-sale begins August 30th.
Yeah.
Okay. So take advantage of that. You save a lot of money.
20%.
Food's good, and it's, we keep a discount a little bit, so it works out well. Midsummer Concert Classic Series update, Mr. Hickback. Well done.
Thank you very much.
Who's playing for the tree lighting?
I don't know.
I don't know that.
And I'm drawing a blank right now.
I think we
If it was the
somebody.
Buccaneers, they were before.
Yeah.
Do we
Darn
have
it.
somebody?
Yeah, we do have someone. Loving Spoonfuls. Thank God.
Wow. I don't know
Yeah.
if I knew that.
Yeah,
I
Loving
don't think I
Spoonfuls.
knew that.
You heard of them?
When did you
I've
tell
heard
us
of
that?
them, yeah, but I
So it'd be a good band, huh?
Yeah, he
When did
mentioned
you
it.
tell
We
us?
announced it a few months
You
ago.
mentioned it, yes.
Yeah.
Really?
I don't remember
Yeah.
that.
Loving Spoonfuls, that's right. Okay.
Magic, is that-
Special events, we already talked about Frankie Fest coming up in September. No items on our liquor commission. Report from our beloved village manager, Mr. Matthew Roan.
No report.
How about for Mr. Ray Rummel?
I'm sure he's got a report. by the end.
His dog's doing
A report
fine.
from our village clerk.
I just want to say, we do have a confirmation from Cook County that Elk Grove will be an early voting site for the presidential general election. Early voting begins October 21st through November 4th. All the details are on our website under the election information.
Very good, thank you. And Lloyd, I give you kudos. You said 8:30. It's 8:25. Very good. Unfinished business, all taken care of, Mr. Knickerbocker? As usual, nothing there.
Thank you.
New business items for trustees.
Nope.
Oh, chocolate, Georgie.
Oh,
Way to go.
yes.
Okay, any new items? Nope? How things going, Helen? Good? Yeah? I come in 2 months and I bring Topapa, right?
Mexican of some sort, yes.
Yeah, something.
Did we say you wanted Topapa?
You don't look excited.
Yeah, it doesn't matter to me, whatever you want to bring.
We'll work with Gina to make sure it's done. We'll have a big crowd for that one too, I bet. Free lunch. Okay, anything else? Mr. Chavo, how you doing tonight?
Bless you.
Bless- You sad the concert's over?
Somewhat, but it's, looking forward to the next one's coming up.
Okay. Always looking ahead, not behind? Okay. You gonna be in tomorrow morning, fitness center? Okay, we'll see you then. Okay, I believe I've got as close to 8:30 as I could. I need a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
No one else? I said anybody else wants to talk to the board?
Oh, okay.
Anybody? No, I said.
All right.
Anybody else?
All right.
I didn't hear
I
that.
make the motion.
Okay, I need a second.
Second.
Okay, motion by trustee Frankie, second by trustee Jerish. Again, before Lloyd calls roll call. Summer's over, it's basically over, school started. Still has some nice weather coming up, enjoy. Please be safe around the schools. Got all the young ones going there. A lot of parents drive now. It's a little more difficult, so be safe around the young ones. Enjoy. Bears are gonna be good this year, Mr. Knickerbocker.
We hope.
They are.
I bought my first Bears sweatshirt in 40 years,
I can't wait to see you.
since Super Bowl '85. Yes. Yep, I had that much faith. Yep, I'm telling you, they finally made right decisions.
I'll get my autographed Gale Sayers jersey out.
Put it on, and I'll tackle you. Okay, Lloyd, call the roll.
Trustee Schmidt?
Aye.
Trustee Bush? Trustee Frankie?
Trustee Frankie.
Aye.
Trustee Jerish?
Aye.
Trustee Miller?
Aye.
Trustee Prochnow?
Aye.
Okay, motion passed 6-0. Folks, have a good evening.
Happy birthday to Lori.
To who?
Lori, tomorrow's your birthday. Oh, our village clerk.
Happy birthday, Lori.
Happy birthday.
Well, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Meeting adjourned.
Town of Cranford, New Jersey, our local municipal channel, TV35, is a major source of hyperlocal